Okay, great. So let's please start by everybody agreeing that we can share this video publicly by giving a thumbs up or saying yes so we can hear you.
Yes, for Mariana.
Great. Okay, thank you everybody else for the thumbs up. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, great. So wow, we have so much going on right now, don't we? And it's great what you guys are doing in terms of working with the time tracker and starting to get, even more organized around everything. I'm actually, I want to kind of have things flow mostly like they did the other day, where I'd really like to finish up as early as we can and let everybody work on the things that they're working on, because I feel like that's the most important thing right now, is to make sure that our systems are doing what they need to do to make sure that everything's getting done and getting documented right, and then for us just to get the work done. So let's dive right in, and let's just have all of the teams share what they have to share. I think there'll be relatively minimal stuff that I'll add today. So let's dive in and see who we have first here. Recruitment, Cassidy. Awesome. Oh, first our minute taker. Do we have our minute taker set up? I saw Renasia on the agenda. Is that right, Renasia? You're on mute, Renasia.
My mouse had stopped working for a minute and I got scared, so I couldn't unmute anything. Okay.
Got it. So Renasia, I saw on the agenda that you're marked down for the minute keeper. Are you keeping minutes for tonight?
Yeah, I'm the minute taker for the full team meeting every Thursday. So yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much for that. It's awesome. And of course, keep your view on gallery mode as much as you can, or actually all the time. Keep your video on as much as you can. And okay, I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to let Cassidy share and take it away. So thank you very much, Cassidy. Awesome. And recruitment team. Now down to, Rebe also is who we can invite. So I'll send a message to Rebe. So thank you also to Tatiana and Rebe. But yes, go ahead and take it away, Cassidy. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jared. Thanks, everyone. So on the recruitment team, we've been really busy. We have been working on team-specific job postings. So I want to acknowledge all of the teams and all of the team leaders specifically. You guys have been so awesome in getting me your postings and, adjusting them so that we can get them all formatted correctly. So I appreciate all of you guys for doing that. That's been a huge, huge help. So thank you for that. We've also been working, we had been working on corresponding with different schools that had declined us in the past from Handshake. We sent them emails over HubSpot. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about that a million times, but unfortunately it wasn't doing as much as we had hoped. We weren't getting very many responses. So we sort of switched to sending messages over Handshake and responding directly to them on that platform. We've had a little bit more of a response. We've gotten a couple approvals through that. So that's been nice. Then we're also working on setting up meetings with different universities that we've worked closely with in the past. So we're going to be sending out some correspondence to them soon, just asking them if we can set up a meeting with Jared to see how we can best tailor our job postings and just everything to get more students recruited soon. So that's what we're up to.
Yeah, let me take a moment. I was sending the message when you were thanking and acknowledging all the team leaders. Let me thank and acknowledge the team leaders for all the job postings that all you guys have been managing, and all the team participants that have been helping with that. Really great. It was really important to get all of that done. So thank you for doing that. So now I am going to be creating pages for those different teams on the website so that we can post those different descriptions on the website. Hey, Sabah, how are you? So that's going to be a big step for us. And then that's where, like we've talked in the past, and while we're saying it's a body, can we get your thumbs up for the sharing the video publicly? Thank you. So we're going to add to those team pages not only the job description, but we're going to post, like, for example, our recent team videos, our meeting videos, right? So that somebody can go right to that page and see all the meetings from that. And then also that's where we want to post the different work and that sort of thing that we're collecting for the showcase, right? So we should also kind of, as a team, pretty much figure out, which things we want to feature on our team page, right? So we'll start having that conversation within each of the teams and within the, chats, because essentially the showcase is going to be for each individual, right? Each individual is going to have their profile page with all of their work. That's what we've been working on, right? Hey, Rebe, great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. So great. So is this the first time you're joining our full team meeting? Yeah, okay, great. So let's then pause for a moment to introduce Rebe and let Rebe introduce themselves in terms of your, where you're at in your academic studies and what your professional aspirations are and what attracted you to the Vaccine Consideration Project and Uniting for Action. And then also, I guess, the circumstance of your brief stay with us here as well. So thank you for being here. We really appreciate you being a part of the team. It's great to have you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, everyone. Like Jared said, unfortunately, after next week, that's my last week, even though I just started last week. And it's very bittersweet. I got offered a full-time position with my current job. And so unfortunately, I won't be able to commit the time that I said I would. But my name is Rebe. I use they, them pronouns. I am at the University of Miami and I'm getting my master's in public health. I will be applying to medical school this upcoming year. And what attracted me to vaccine considerations and, Uniting for Action, Jared came and spoke in my class and he was very charismatic and it just sounded like an amazing opportunity, and the work that y'all are doing is very, very important and much needed right now. And this, collective action is very ambitious and just amazing. I'm very excited. So thank you all for the work that y'all are doing.
Yeah, thank you for all of that acknowledgement, Rebe. I think Sabah, right? We should everyone give some claps for that. Thank you, Rebe. Thank you for being here and being a part of the team as much as you can, as much as you're able to. We really appreciate that and appreciate what you're sharing about the work that we're doing. We are very excited about it and excited to have you participating. Rebe has been diving right in with correspondence to different to the Career Services Office at the University of Miami, and it looks like we're going to be having a showcase because of what Rebe did with that. So that's really awesome, Rebe. Thank you so much for diving right in with that and making an impact right away. Super awesome. And they also sent an email to Dr. Brown, and Dr. Brown mentioned a dean that he had mentioned before. And Rebe, you said you're going to follow up with the dean. So let's actually, have you sent anything to the dean yet? Okay, so.
No, not yet. I wanted to kind of check in with you and see how I should go about introducing, the organization and what I should say beforehand. So I was waiting for a meeting. So this is good.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's great. Yes, we will definitely talk about it. I think we'll probably I think we'll put that on our agenda for Monday. Does that sound good, Cassidy? And then maybe plan to send something on Tuesday, something along those lines. Does that work? So thumbs up from Cassidy. Okay, good. Okay, great. And perfect. So yes, thank you, Rebe. We appreciate it. And also now, Johnny. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Great to have you here.
Hi, Jared. I'm doing great.
Good, good. So now we'll do Johnny and Rebe, if you wouldn't mind agreeing that we can use this video publicly by doing a thumbs up, and Johnny, you can verbally agree if you like.
Yes, I'm fine with that.
Okay, great. Thank you, Rebe and Johnny. Okay, great. So perfect. So diving back, anything else, Cassidy, that you want to share about the recruitment team now?
Yeah, just one last thing I just wanted to mention. I forgot to add it to the agenda, but similar to Jared's message that he sent out this morning, the recruitment team is going to take a role in providing some feedback for the testimonial videos that we're going to start recording soon. So if everyone wants to, provide their comments to Jared like he asked, and we'll get going on that as well. But that's it for us.
Great. And you're talking about like refining the questions and such, Cassidy?
Correct, yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, and we're going to get into seeing where everyone's at with scheduling that, so we can, make sure everything is scheduled by Tuesday if we can. So perfect. That's really great. As Cassidy was mentioning, I'm going to add the team job postings that you guys just created to the team pages. There's a draft of an email to the career services offices. I think that we're going to be sharing these team postings with. Is that right, Cassidy? Please refresh me on that.
Yeah, I didn't know that's the route we were going to take. I thought we were emailing them in order to set up meetings with you.
Setting up meetings before we're sending them anything is what you're saying.
Yeah, either way, we can do whatever you prefer. I'm happy to, add those as attachments as well for them to review prior to us meeting. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in both mindsets at the moment, so I'll just wait and see as I'm doing everything, like how it's flowing tonight. But we definitely, as Cassidy is stressing in the recruitment team, and as I'm sure you guys get, we are, working to get this out quickly in all of these places so that we can start to have the recruitment and start to have the new students that we're mentoring here. So that's really great. Okay, great. Yes, thank you, Cassidy and team, again for all of the recruitment work. We appreciate it. Awesome. Okay, great. Okay, so continue with business, Tatiana. So what Tatiana shared with me is that she really is focused, as she and I spoke about at our last meeting last week, business team meeting, that we're really focused on having strong job postings from the business team so that we can recruit to the business team specifically, from business schools or whatever, specialization that we need, human resources, whatever it looks like, management. So that's the focus of the team right now, in particular, since it's just Tatiana, on the business team besides myself. So we're working on, doing what we can to build that up so we can get back to migrating to Slack and ClickUp and whatever it's going to look like that we're going to go forward with. Okay, great. So with that, let us continue. And now we're into the combined research, production, outreach team. So Maria, Mariana, Katie, why don't you guys take it away?
For sure. All right. I'll go ahead and share my screen. Okie dokie. So just a few major projects that the research team is continuing to work on. So I think the biggest thing, the biggest success we've had this week is the new and improved time tracker and the new and improved time tracker protocol. The new time tracker, it's mapped out all the rest of the year basically, and it's broken down into all the different tasks and when people are going to spend time on doing tasks for the entire week. And our new protocol is to put a green check mark at the end of the day into our combined chat, just to let everyone know that the time tracker is updated correctly and accurately, even if we haven't done anything that day. Like you can see for me, I didn't do anything Tuesday or Wednesday, but I still put my check-in, still highlighted everything. So I think that's been going really well. Everybody's been putting their checks in and we haven't had to do any follow-up yet. So thank you all so very much for that. I hope it's working well for you guys as well as it seems to be.
I have a question on that, Katie, because you're saying you haven't had to do any follow-up yet, but I'm looking at incomplete time trackers based on the protocol. So, there's several that I'm seeing without bold and also missing, hours. So aren't those ready for follow-up?
Yeah. I was mostly looking for check marks, but yeah, I can follow up on that. Okay. Yeah. I'll follow up on that later.
Yeah, I want to make sure that the intention is being followed through. Maria mentioned in the chat the other night, that the check marks were meant to be once you've checked and bolded your work. So I want to make sure that everybody understands, how we're doing the protocol, and I want to make sure that we're all clear on that now, because I know, again, we all said we were all clear last Tuesday, but I'm looking at an incomplete time tracker now. So let's go through, each person that doesn't have bold yet, and let's make sure that everyone knows, what there is to do here. So I saw, Renasia, you said that you hadn't seen this time tracker before. So where was the breakdown that this is new to Renasia? Let's start with
That's
that.
not bad. I thought I sent that to you in Asia. I must have sent the wrong one. That's on me. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I wasn't in the meeting on Tuesday, and I haven't had a chance to go over and watch or look at the meeting minutes or the video. So it's really my fault. But I've put my stuff in on the week of November 8th because I assumed that the other tab just wasn't there, and that that was my fault. But I can go in and put my my stuff in for the week of November 15th because I worked on my showcase information today.
Okay, great. So perfect. So it's a matter for Renasia of getting the information from the one time tracker to the other. So that's really great. So let's make sure, is that Johnny that you're on there and Alexis above? Is that right? Johnny, are you updating now? Who's doing that? And who is that?
That's me. I'm just bolding the 0.
Okay. So can you scroll all the way over, Katie, or you know what, let me actually do it so I can, mind if I am sharing so I can show what I want to show. Okay, so we're in the time tracker. Let's go to where Johnny is updating now. Okay, so Johnny, you have 2 hours this week. Is that the total number of hours that you have available to the project this week?
Yes,
Okay.
for this week.
Okay. And so you're splitting those 2 hours between meeting minutes and being interviewed. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So are you having
think-
any time go to the showcase preparation right now? It looks like you did put that you had done a half hour on Tuesday. Is that right? For the showcase preparation?
No. Yeah, I think, hold on. The showcase preparation. I believe so. I did the minutes for Tuesday.
Because
And-
earlier you said that you weren't going to give any hours to the showcase preparation this week. You had 1 hour for meeting minutes, 1 hour for being interviewed. So I just want to see if you did end up throwing in hours into the showcase preparation that you hadn't planned on, or whether.
Oh yeah, planned on for Friday because I was free. The 1 hour is for being interviewed. I have to fix that.
Okay, so the 1 hour being interviewed, what day is that happening?
It's for Friday.
Oh, Friday. Yeah.
It's for Friday. Okay, so you know that then here is where that 1 hour should show up, right? In the
Yes.
Friday column under being interviewed.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want to make sure everybody is following us, especially Alexis. We're going to have get yours also. All the hours there. So I want to make sure that you're understanding how we're dividing up all of the hours and which columns and that sort of thing. So, okay, so you're going to put the 1 hour in for Friday for being interviewed, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it to Friday. I have to open back up the tab.
Okay, and I'll help you out here by adding your zeros in the other days. So this is the way it looks, everyone, is that you're going to have zeros in all of the days that you're not, you know, planning to have hours. And then once those days have passed, then those zeros are going to turn bold because that's actually what happened, if that's what happened. Okay. And then when you're planning something like being interviewed for Friday, then that's where you're going to put the number of hours that you're planning on Friday for being interviewed. So, and since Johnny has an hour allocated for being interviewed and an hour allocated for meeting minutes, did you just end up getting it done in a half hour, Johnny, instead of an hour? And that's why you had an extra half hour for showcase? Is that what happened?
Yes, because if I recall, I started the meeting, doing the meeting minutes like 20 minutes into the meeting. So it was only half the hour. I have to go back and do the other half.
Yeah, just I also want to be clear, Johnny, so you understand that when we specify our hours, as it says in the other document, it doesn't say it explicitly in this document, but maybe we need to add it. So here, the note, I hope everyone has seen this, we've talked about it before. Note, hours recorded here do not include meeting times. So individual team hours should add up to the total expected hours for each person. So we're not including meeting time. So Johnny, if you're spending like time during the meeting, doing the minutes, then you're not counting that time because you're still in the meeting. It's only time that you're spending doing the meeting minutes outside of the meeting time. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Because I want to make sure that we're all on the same page with that. Any questions about that from anybody? Yeah, let me see everybody's thumbs up so I know that we're all on the same page with that. Okay, good. And Saban, Renee, okay, perfect. Okay, great. Okay, thank you all for that. Let me look at the chats you guys are sending. Okay, that's the links, got it. Okay, perfect. So let me go back to sharing. Okay, so the other part, okay, it looks like you cleaned up the bold that I was seeing. The other part here is this bold, unless you're sure that that's going to be a zero. It shouldn't be bold yet until the end of Thursday normally. So everybody else is good with the bolds and where they're at down here. So again, let's now support Alexis with getting your hours divided up, Alexis. So you have 12 hours for the whole week and you have 6 for the showcase preparation, 1 for being interviewed by Maria, and 5 for the individual research. So let's start with the 6 hours for the showcase preparation. So were these actual numbers, Alexis, that you ended up doing a half hour on Tuesday and 2 hours on Wednesday? Is that actual, or were those
Yes, that's the actual numbers. I apologize. I just forgot to bold them when I was done, but that's the actual numbers.
Okay.
But I know moving forward, starting today, I'll just start to bold the numbers.
Okay. Okay, so that's good. So they're bold, and then you've got your full 6 outline here. So you're expecting 2 more on Tuesday. You're expecting 1.5 more on Friday. And then, you know, again, just so we have the whole thing filled out, we'll add zeros to the days that we're not planning to put in any time.
Okay, everybody? Would you be able to bold Wednesday, the individual research where it says 2 hours? Can you bold that one for me also, please?
Yeah, so that one also is actual. And again, is it 0 for the day before that on Tuesday?
Yes. I
Yes.
didn't do anything for that Tuesday.
Okay, so then, and then we bold that again. And then for individual research, you have 5 hours that you're expecting, and you've got 2 hours that you've done. So where else are we going to put the 3 other hours across the rest of the week?
That's what I really plan on doing on Saturday and Sunday. Devoting a lot of hours to that. So you can put 3 hours on Saturday, and 3 on Sunday. Friday can be 0. Today can be 0. Yeah.
So
but that's over, huh?
Yeah, you only need 3 more for the rest of the week to hit the 5. that we're shooting for?
Give me 1 second. I'm very sorry.
Okay, no
I
worries.
think he just swallowed something. Oh my God, 1 second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, do take care of that. Okay, so the other thing, I just want to make sure that we've got all the interviews scheduled. Has everybody scheduled all the interviews? So they're either on the calendar here or they're on next Tuesday. Is that right? So if we look at Katie's, we've got interviewing Sabah, that's happening on Monday. Is that right, you guys? And Johnny on Friday and Renasia on Monday. Have those been scheduled? Yes, for Renasia. How about Sabah and Johnny? Are you guys scheduled with Katie already on those?
I just don't have a time, but it is on Monday, yes.
Yeah, it's Monday, but I have to confirm time with KB.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, great. And so then Johnny, we just said, so that's set up already. And then we've got Maria being interviewed by Mariana. So that's scheduled for Thursday. Is that accurate for you guys?
No, that's actually for tomorrow that we schedule it. So I have to change that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that 1 hour should be over here for tomorrow. So you want to change that, Maria? And then I see you interviewing Katie and interviewing Alexis. Have those been scheduled yet?
We need to reschedule because we were going to have it yesterday, but we didn't have the questions yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it. My bad. Thank you for being willing to do that without the questions. I apologize for not having it then for you guys. Okay, great. So you guys are going to schedule that. Then we have Mariana interviewing. So that's Maria. So that's scheduled for Friday and being interviewed on Friday. Great. And then we have Sabah down here being interviewed by Katie. Okay, great. So now for Sabah, you have 5 hours for the week, 1, 2, and 2. And so you've got the 2 already done Wednesday for showcase preparation, and you're planning on 2 for Thursday for individual research. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you're all set. Okay, so it looks like the rest of everything is all filled out. Let's just see, Mariana, you have 1, 3, and 1. That's pretty close. Yep. And okay, good. So is everybody, so let's go back up. Let's finish. Is Alexis back, or Alexis, are you still not back? All right, I think we'll let Alexis come back when she's available again. So, okay, I think everybody.
I'm back.
You're
I'm
back.
sorry.
Okay, great. So let's go ahead and let's finish up the rest of this. So the 3, and again, you can change this later if you want. You want to put 3 hours for Saturday and 0 for Sunday and 0 for Monday. And then if you don't do all 3 on Saturday, you can reschedule some for Sunday. Is that how you want to do it?
Yes, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. And then the being interviewed by Maria, did you guys set a day for that? It's down here, right? No, haven't set it yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, we have to set it up.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll leave that blank then. Okay. So it looks like now we are fully scheduled into the time tracker. So let's definitely have a round of applause for our first time we've got our full schedule in the time tracker. And now, is everybody totally clear how we're doing it, and day by day now going bold once we confirm, and then once we confirm with the bold, then we do the green check mark? Is everybody clear about that? Yep. Yep. Yeah, let me see those thumbs. Okay, great. Great. Okay, perfect. So, okay, great. Okay, great. So that was the main thing that I wanted to make sure that we've got that totally locked down, which we do now. So perfect. Let me take a step back and let you guys continue. Thank you for us taking the time to do all of that. I appreciate that, team.
Okay, sharing screen again. Yeah, and so as we went over in the time tracker, another big thing we're doing this week is completing our testimonial interviews. So good to see those getting scheduled.
And thank you guys for doing that, by the way. That's really important for the team. I don't know if you guys saw, some of the videos from the prior students when you came on, but it's super helpful, for students that are thinking about being involved to see other students and what they've done and how they've done it. So thank you all for taking the time to do that, and really, just doing your best to really present what you've accomplished and what you've gotten out of the project and all of that. So thank you all for that. It's really great.
Thank you guys. Okay, and then the last big thing, again, as you saw in the time tracker, is doing our showcase preparation. I put together a little protocol that we're all following step by step to make sure that there's not much, if any, subjectivity left into the preparation, making sure we have everything's accounted for, and just basically shows the best side of all the hard work that everybody has done this semester. And so I think that is it from me. Maria, Mariana, you guys have anything?
Not really. Well, that I hope that all of you guys are clear with everything that we have to do this week. If you have any doubts, you can obviously ask us. And yeah, you explain it amazing.
Yes, I think that's it. It's really good. And just if you guys have any questions or anything, please reach out to us and we're going to get everything done. That's amazing. Thank you.
That's great. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that you guys have been on top of the green check marks. That's been really great. And now we know, what we have to do to make sure that we're covered for the green check mark. So that's awesome. I'm glad to see that that system is working and that we're on top of that. It's really great. And for the showcase preparation, what I've been thinking about, you guys tell me, but what I'm imagining is for, you each have some hours left for the week to put into the showcase preparation. So why don't we plan that on Tuesday? And you'll actually have Tuesday as part of next week. So you've got an extra day in there. For you guys to share in the meeting what you've pulled together for your own personal stuff, whatever you've collected for your showcase in terms of the documents, the video clips, essentially almost doing kind of like a rough draft showcase presentation, essentially, of what you're going to do, right? Whatever you've got ready by then. The idea ideally is that you're essentially done by Tuesday if you can, if you're able to get done with collecting the information and getting the clips and all of that sort of thing. Because really, it's going to be, once we have our meeting on Tuesday, then remember we have Thanksgiving right after that. So Tuesday is our last work day of the week. And then after that will be the next week will actually be the showcase week, that Thursday, right? So by that Tuesday, which will only be 2 days before, it'll be a little late for us to get our showcase stuff together. So it's really, this Tuesday is when we get to show what we've done so far. And again, hopefully as much as you can, and I think this is where I'm going to ask, each of the team leaders, Kate and Maria and Mariana, to, please support all the team members in, being as far along as everybody can be, reaching out to people, everyone on the team individually to really check in and see, you can go into their folders and see what's in their folders, right? That's easy. So, and did we standardize on a format for where people and how people are collecting the clips themselves, like in a certain name document or something like that within their folder or something like that?
I don't believe I did, but I can add that.
Yeah, let's make sure again that there's some standardization so that we don't have surprises and it's easy for us to process afterwards. And also remember that we talked about the production team actually putting together the videos. So so we really actually need to have all of those clips, I think, ready by Tuesday for the production team to be able to work on it, right when we get back to work. So can we set that as a achievable objective by Tuesday at the least, that all of our clips have been collected, and then also, the documents as well if we can, but at least that we've got all of our clips collected by then. Does that sound reasonable to everybody? Let's I was gonna say, let's definitely get some thumbs up from that to make sure we're confirming with everybody, because I want to make sure, that everybody knows what I'm saying and that we're getting the confirmation. So good, Johnny, Alexis, Sabah, I saw that, Mariana, Renee, okay, Renasia, great. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. So great. So on Tuesday, we'll actually spend some time again, like sharing everything we've collected. So each person will get a chance to share. So please, keep that in mind, that you will be sharing whatever you've collected and talking about it and presenting it, and almost kind of like a mini showcase on Tuesday. So it'll give us the practice for presenting and making sure we're all doing it the same way, and just making sure we've got all of our ducks in a row. So does that sound good to everybody? Okay, perfect. Great. Okay, great. Thank you for the thumbs up on that. Okay, perfect. So I'm not going to spend much time on this now. Thank you, Saban, Johnny, as well for the thumbs up. That's great, Mariana. Perfect. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this now, but I want to let you guys, know what's happening with the updates to the website and the new content that's out there. So for those of you that didn't see it yet, when you go to the homepage now for Uniting for Action, there's some new and different content than there was a week ago. So we've got our mission statement, and then taking action, creating results. And then this is something I got really clear about within the last week, is that we're describing what we're doing as being both a membership organization and a solutions provider. So those are the two pieces that we are describing as our organization. So it's a membership organization of those of us who support the development and implementation of collective strategic solutions. So pretty straightforward, and you guys have kind of been getting the gist of that and seeing our framework. And then secondly, the solutions provider. So we're providing many breakthrough solutions, including the Uniting for Action solutions framework for systematically implementing collective solutions. And then to explain it a bit, I've used a clip of probably the best, tightest presentation that I've given when I gave it to my friend Alex the other day in 5 minutes and some seconds. And for those of you in the executive team that saw the version of this I shared the other day, I shared it when Alex and I were side by side, but I got feedback from several people that view right there with Alex was distracting, with him twirling his pen and that sort of thing. So I've changed the video now where it's speaker view for the rest of this. So Alex is missing now. Now it's just me. See, I pop Alex in like for a couple seconds at a time, just so people can see that I'm talking to somebody. But other than that, it's just me talking instead of Alex there. So for those of you that saw that version before, better, you guys happy? Is that the right? Yeah, Maria, thank you. Katie, yes, okay, good. Cassidy, thank you. Awesome. Okay, great. So that's what we've got there on the homepage. And then also, and as you guys shared also, I will be adding visuals, like you guys said I should have visuals, and change the, what I'm sharing here. So basically what I'm going to do, instead of showing this, is I'm going to swap in a new visual that shows it much clearer. So does that sound good to you guys as well? Yeah. Okay, good. And so then the other page that's here that it's not linked to, so somebody has to receive the, at the moment, and then we will have a link to it soon when we have our membership page up. I don't have a membership page up yet, but I have the Leadership Council page that I've been sending out to prospective Leadership Council members. So it has the same overview that we were just looking at in the homepage. And then it's got this other video that is specific to the expectations of the Leadership Council. And if any of you haven't seen it here, I'll put the link in the chat. So any of you can check it out later if you want. The this video has the Leadership Council expectations, and then down here I've got it all written out in terms of the meeting times and the financial commitment, the $100 a month for 3 months, and then the relationships that they're doing. So this is all the, you know, membership terms basically for Leadership Council members. And so, you know, I'm working to, ideally we would have 50 by our first meeting by December 2nd, but that's a lot of people, especially with Thanksgiving in between. So we'll have to see where we end up, but we're already starting a viral process where I shared with a friend the other day and she shared with somebody. So I shared with a friend, she became a Leadership Council member, then she shared with a friend and she became a Leadership Council member, and now she's sharing me with other people that may become Leadership Council members. So it's going to be a bit like that, right? Especially people that are really excited and energized likely have other people in their lives that are also interested in that. So it's going to be that kind of a process. And so again, I'm not going to spend more time on it now other than the fact I just wanted to catch you guys up, and you'll see some of these pieces on the site. And I'm going to be updating the site as much as I can, especially over Thanksgiving. I'm planning to add functionality to the site and content and all of that sort of thing. So that's a lot of, you know, what I'm working on in between the meetings and that sort of thing. So any questions about any of those sorts of things right now? Any comments or feedback or anything anyone wants to share? Showcase protocol has been updated. Great. Thank you, Katie. We appreciate that. And there's the link for anybody that needs it in the chat. So that's great. Yeah, let's give some claps for that. Okay, great. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, everybody, for the showcase protocol. That's awesome. So like I was saying, you know, I really want to end this meeting early so that you can all be just in action working on these things now. So Katie, you want to say something? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a quick note about that protocol that kind of makes it a little more clear. There should be in your folder 2 documents in every single folder. One is your name, master list.
You want to show us, Katie, so we're seeing it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so in here, one of the documents should be your name, master list, which is the document that shows all of the meetings and documents that you've gone through. And then the other one will be your name, showcase clips. And I also put together a document showing the format that it should be, which is that.
Cool.
So yeah, looks like that.
So for the start, stop there, is what's in between the start and the stop? Is that a colon?
Well, it's like it's a start time, start time, colon, stop time.
Okay, because I just want to make sure, you know.
Oh wait, no, that should be a dash. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of actual times.
Yeah, I was to say, as a colon in between them is going to make it confusing, because then you won't be able to tell if it was a time or whatever. Okay, great. Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay, great. So now any questions about anything? Any comments? Everybody clear about everything right now? Okay, great. Awesome. Well, great job. And I'm very excited and I'm grateful for you guys, you know, diving in and taking the time to do all this. Thank you, team. Great job, team. I appreciate you guys. We're doing exactly what we need to do right now. We're getting ready to show off everything that we're doing to the world. This is not only going to be in the showcase, but this is what we're showing to the career services offices and the prospective new team members and everything. So what we're doing right now is really important and we're doing the work we need to do. So great job, team. Awesome. All right. Well, have a great night. And I I will see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.